Hello and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are going to be looking at the all new Williams FW40. The first 2017 Formula 1 car has been revealed. Unofficially by Williams, they did a video on YouTube this morning, just after about 8:30, and we had a Facebook post as well as two articles that have been launched by Autosport and Motorsport.com. I'll put one of them in the description down below. But let's get into this Williams Formula 1 car. So here we go. On first glance, it perhaps doesn't look as revolutionary as you would imagine for a 2017 car. Obviously, it does have a wider front wing. It's more angled at the front to have a more boomerang shape, kind of the 2005, 2006 kind of shape, rather than a more straighter front wing that we've been used to seeing since about 2008-9. So that's quite a nice feature. It's got a few streaks along the front of the wing with nice little cascades in the middle. Although it hasn't got streaks going along the y-axis of the car, which is perhaps where they're lacking aerodynamically. Obviously they have just signed a new head of aerodynamics, so I expect that front wing to change in due course. It's perhaps just their standard front wing, probably a 2016 style spec, but basically just with the increased width on the wing. I imagine that's what they've gone there. In regard to the nose, I'm just going to move front to back. We have the same dimple nose that they employed in 2014 as was employed by McLaren back in 2014. But Williams have been basically the only team that have stuck with that kind of design. Not really working for them. And then as we move further back, the side pods, obviously much wider. The width of the car generally seems much wider in its appearance. The tyres, obviously you can see it, the way that's going to interact with the whole car and make it more of a revolutionary kind of interactive piece of machinery. As it gets its nose down, it gets dirty, and hopefully the two Williams drivers can put that to good use. They've got quite wide side pods, quite aggressive looking barge boards, which I think is quite a nice feature, to be honest. You know, as they curve around into the side pods, you know, they can generate quite a lot of airflow. A little bit different compared to the 2016 kind of style in regard to the side pod, but you know, and they've got fins on the top of that by the engine cover to perhaps generate a bit more downforce towards the rear of the car. And then obviously you've got the air intake towards the rear of the car. Then you've got obviously it is worth saying that Williams have pull rod suspension compared to push rod suspension for this new season, which is quite good, quite revolutionary. So it's something that Ferrari did employ in the past, but then they got rid of it in 2015 with Arriva Bene coming on, and Ferrari being like, no, it doesn't work. But fair play for Williams. They've gone a little bit different in that regard. And then towards the back, the rear wing is more slung back. Obviously, it's shorter, it's tighter. It looks, obviously, I don't know how it feels, but it certainly looks more aggressive, and it looks more like it's going to dance through the corners. Although I have to say, overall, despite all that, despite the new look, obviously they have the nice Martini livery again, which I think looks very nice actually. It lacks revolution, is what I mean. It lacks innovative design. That's not going to be a race winner, I'm afraid to say it, Williams fans. It doesn't ring race wins or championships. It rings a low midfield car, to be brutally honest with you. I will say this now, they'll be lucky to get a podium this season. Bottas is a pretty good driver. He managed to drag a podium. Sorry, excuse me. He managed to drag a podium out of the FW38 in Montreal. They'll be lucky to get a podium in the FW40 with Massa and Rookie Stroll. But let's wait and see. You know, as I said, there isn't actually that much to talk about. It's got new suspension, more aggressive side pods on board, but those are kind of the main features. And in regard to the front wing, as I say, it's quite simplistic. The rear wing, again, it looks a bit more aggressive, but they haven't exactly. There's a few streaks down the side, but there's nothing kind of like this is aggressive aero. It's quite a passive aggressive aero, which is not exactly going to win them championship. By comparison, there is an unofficial kind of McLaren 2017 Challenger that was leaked on Facebook, well, very recently, and well, earlier on today as well. And that looks more aggressive. It's wider. It's more fierce. The front wing's more complex. The rear wing's more aggressive. Obviously it all does depend a bit on the Honda, but it just looks more aerocentric. That looks like a potential race winner, but we'll have to see. Obviously, people have mixed impressions on the sound of the Renault and the Honda. I think they sound pretty nice, but you know, there we go. That's about it for this. Otherwise, I'll just carry on rambling on about Williams' lack of potential for 2017. But that's it. The first 2017 car has been unveiled unofficially in the form of the Williams FW40. So thank you very much for watching this video, and for now, goodbye.